What's going on? I'm Scott from KONIG, and we're gonna do another top 5. You've seen us before. We talk about 5 things. We give you the top 5 things. Just stay tuned. We're gonna do some things. So it's that time in the video where we're gonna ask you to go ahead and just click on the subscribe button. Look, take 2 seconds, stop right now, subscribe. All right, cool, thanks. So if you're a car guy, and particularly one that lives in an area where it gets colder during the winter, you're probably used to storing your car. Most likely you have a beater. It may look pretty terrible, but it is your reliable transportation or semi-reliable transportation when the winter season starts. So what did you do with your real car? What did you do with a car that you put all the time, the effort, the sweat, blood, and tears into? What did you do? How did you protect it for the winter? We're gonna be telling you 5 ways to store your car for the winter. As a car person, we all dream of being able to store our car appropriately. And the first thing that you could actually do is look for a heated garage. Hopefully you have one that's attached to your house. That would be super helpful. But if not, maybe you're even looking for one to rent. Keeping the car heated kind of all the way through the year, and it doesn't have to be at like 90 degrees. We're not talking about a tropical vacation for your car. We're talking about the ability to make sure that you don't have to worry about things freezing or things getting too cold, just keeping it somewhat climate controlled and making it so that if you're gonna tinker with it, batteries don't die, etc. These things are usually helpful, and storing your car in a heated garage is a nice tip. So moving on to number 2, this is one of those ones that you see with those people that have a lot of collector's cars or big dollars into their car, or can just flat out afford it. But what this essentially is one of those inflatable car protectant bubbles. Some of these bubbles are cool in the sense that they're climate controlled and can even control humidity. So if you're storing your car for a much longer period of time than maybe say the winter, these are really cool things. However, they do have a serious price tag attached to them. You do have to have electric wherever you're putting it, and you also need to be able to have the space to fit this big bubble. So, Number 3 is my personal preferred method. I know I've been talking a lot about this lately, so, apologize if I feels like I'm bragging. Okay, I'm kind of bragging. I really enjoy it. I got a lift, and my 4-post lift is an easy way for me to store my car. It gets it up out of the way. I don't have to worry about anybody scratching it or anything like that. Additionally, it gives me the ability to work on the car whenever I want. It's right there. I can take it out of service. I can do different things, and I don't have to worry about getting the car up and down. And this is really important, especially if you have a small garage. We all know if you have a small garage, jacking the car up from the side is a no-go, which can limit how much work you can do during the winter. But if you're storing your car, period, the fact is that you can put your car up in the air, leave it on the lift, and not have to worry about it at all and having any damage done to it from people walking by. So number 4 is pretty simple. It's jack stands. People have been using this method for many years. And basically what you do is you essentially just, before the winter starts, you jack up the car, you put the car on 4 jack stands, and you leave it there. Now this used to be a little bit more important because tires used to flat spot much easier. And if you were leaving the car in one fixed position for a long time, you didn't want to go ahead and destroy those tires. So people used to put the car up in the air. But another thing about jacking the car up right at the beginning of the season is if you have any work to do on the car during the winter, it's already set up in the air so you can kind of get to it pretty quick. And it does allow those tires to stay fresh. So, whatever you want to say about it, but jack stands is an option. So rounding out our top 5, this is an easy one to kind of guess, and that's a storage unit. Let's say you don't have a garage, let's say you don't have a place to keep your car. A lot of storage units are available for a pretty affordable price. Now, a lot of these storage units are going to discourage you from working on the car, so if that's what you're looking to do, I would suggest not doing it. I have many stories of friends locking themselves in their car storage unit, pretending that they weren't there to work on their car. Not really advisable. It's not the place to do it. Most of them frown on it greatly, and they'll kick you out if they catch you. But this is an easy way. You pay a monthly fee, you put your car in storage, you put the lock on the car, and whether you put it on jack stands or elevate it or take the wheels off or whatever you want to do when it's in there, at least you know that it's buttoned up. And most of these storage units have good security systems to make sure that your car can't get in and out, little keypads everywhere. So security also is another benefit of these. All right, so today's topics weren't super crazy, but if you have any other ideas about methods that you can store your car with and you want to share them with other car enthusiasts, throw them down below. We'd love to hear how you store your car. And if you have a picture you want to include, send it through. Maybe we'll make a little update or something like that. Thanks for watching. We will catch you on the next one.